is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Wisconsin's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And you dream about the season starting and what might happen, and you kick the ball out of bounds right off the bat. Everybody just settle down. We got a long season to go. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Here's a give the ball. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
From the red zone, it's Ball. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The transfer has it its first carry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab in their space. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Joseph. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. Bringing the heat. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Here's the pressure. Finds the tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. There is a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. And would they dare be aggressive on third down this deep in their own territory? Quarterback may change this route. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space. And don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Pryor. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if on this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Brings up second down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He wants to change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Handoff for ball. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running inside. It's Pryor. Knocked off his feet.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Jones to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And the defense has kind of smiled about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Throwing Joseph. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Got room on the return. reception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking them the football, going up and making the INT.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Gators!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Joseph. Pressure coming. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph escapes the pressure to his right. He'll try to do it himself. He's out past the 35. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the big fella. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then
might have a chance. Oh, he got loose. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas would be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
And it's so hard to defend both. You know that. What's covered flow on the football, put more people in the box to stop the run. When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Third and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Badgers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Got a little grip, headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Mays. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion.
Easy, easy, easy. 390, monitor. 390, monitor.
Jones wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. Off to the races. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
I just love that about this team because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you one.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Joseph. The throw. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Badgers in the hurry up. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They boot it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Takes a handoff and he's going right. Makes a pass to Marker. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under fire. Gonna take a shot. Caught at the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. At the 35, he's open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. So that'll cost them a down, second and long after the illegal forward pass. Joseph. They get to him as he throws. On target over the middle. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Throwing Joseph. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They'll try the run. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's a give the ball. There's a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The run inside. It's Pryor.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Jones to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Jaden one more time. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab on the left. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Might be changing the route. Jones wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Past the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Back to pass. They're working that left side.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Jones to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires.
And man, you gotta love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt, and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tight end now in motion. Joseph. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Jones wants to throw it. He rifles one deep to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
After the misfire, it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down and take the lead.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll try the left side. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And after that incompletion at this juncture of the game, a field goal here would be nice on 4th down, obviously, but do you trust your defense to keep getting stops? If you don't, you've got to go for it here on 4th for sure.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll run the option. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Maybe a crease. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Jones to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the 2, and he pushes the lead to 11. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Find some fresh air.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Throwing Joseph. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He's got him. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Joseph fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Badgers are marching down the field. Again, it's Joseph. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing Joseph. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
Moving out to the right. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Badgers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. The Badgers strike right back. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll take it himself. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Runs through a tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Ball again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big. You've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
He might want another play.
Check him. Oh, zone.
Jones to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The Gators answer right back.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Tino.
Was to pass. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Joseph. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.